So, what's injustice is I was busy every day at my mum's house in Australia. What happened is 2022, they tried to institutionalise me mentally, and I'm not mental. There's a lot of dark internet nefarious action going on. I have actually talked to Anna about it, and she told me to get on the system and to make the system work for me and to make sure that I was supported. And so to demonize me, they basically made me look like a bad guy, and then I've just had all this abuse from the green revolution of beauty. But what happened is they cheated me by giving me pesticides and toxins and heavy metals to make sure everybody's beautiful but me. And it's a really painful situation where they're opening my wounds and torturing me to the world as ugly. And they're relentlessly harassing me and basically crossing me off and are denying me the right to have my freedom and illegally imprisoning me. I was busy every day in Australia, and they destroyed my company of doing my knitting, of doing all my sewing classes and crochet classes and art, and my fudge and all of my work I put into my ebooks, and they just put me to death and made, again, the green guy started promoting his girls as more beautiful and torturing me and bullying me as ugly. And basically, I think Jack just destroyed me all over the world as a joke. And I've videoed and I've got all the proof about all the things of why I believe these things are happening. And it's never good enough. No matter what, you've got money to keep this war going. And I want to know, what is your war about? Because you seem to blame the whole war on me, but the thing is I was an innocent victim, happy in my life, disabled, making progress, really successful progress, really successful Instagram page, really successful family life, really successful, like, I had like a few close friends that were I was having good, they weren't, I was quite new to Auckland, so it was like quite a long period of time getting to know these people. But I put a lot of time into my friendships, and that's the thing. I had time. There was time I spent with Alice and Tom, and they were celebrating me getting my education, like doing things well. And then there was times I spent with Sam, and he spent time pushing me towards my goals. All of my friends were very supportive of my business plans and prosperity, the things that I had progressed. And what I'm saying is I feel like the discrimination I'm getting from like USA is really hypocrisy, because they don't actually want you to get ahead, them and Israel. They actually want to keep you working while they take the credit for everything. So I'll come up with the ideas, and they just keep this progress that I'm fucking ugly, and they keep giving me cancer, and it's injustice. It's like I was busy every day in Australia. I got sick, like there was doctors' reports in New Zealand that I had multiple sclerosis, and I had referred myself to, I was paying NIB health insurance because I was very worried about my health. I started getting very, very tired all the time, and I'm still tired. I don't feel happy because I'm not connected to any support. I'm not used to not having my family. To keep me isolated like this, you can't deny that this isn't torture. And you're just punishing somebody innocent and making me constantly pay for these women to have successful futures, and they're living in my future. Everything that I created. And also I'm kept with all this pesticides where they make a revolution of beauty and women of Silicon Valley and beautiful housewives. And it's like everything that I wanted in my life, they are taking away as a tax and punishing me. And I want to ask why. An innocent, beautiful girl doing well in her life just gets snatched out of her home in Auckland, get demonised by the government in the past, destroyed all of my family links in New Zealand, and I went overseas to find out they've been brainwashing my family in Christchurch that I'm this massive asshole for all these years, which I'm totally innocent of, and that I don't make progress when all of my work shows and all of my certificates show that I was a progressive person. I've got to get back up again after all this abuse, and I don't want to. Like, I've been abused by a family unfairly and I'm not given compensation. Instead, I'm pushed to keep moving forward. And I'm saying, do you trust the government? These men started a genocide and they're keeping me in a country I don't want to be in. They're blocking me going to Australia and I don't want to be in this country anymore. I don't feel appreciated by anybody and I don't want to live anymore. I'm paying endless taxes, endless amount of labour, and I'm not going to get a future. So what is the point of life? Plus I've got cancer and tumour, and you're saying my life isn't of value, and I'm saying I don't want to live. Stop torturing me. Stop taking me off my family. Stop making me have sex so that I have to pay my way in society. I don't want to be a prostitute. I don't want to live anymore. I was an innocent girl. You took me. You've destroyed my life and basically my heritage and went on and on. I'm a toilet star, this and that. And you drowned me in these hate trains, making out all my friends. I'm an arsehole to all these friends and I'm innocent. I did nothing but help all my friends. These guys putting me on these trains, the trains are meant to help people. Then they basically have punished me on a boat and drowned me in the sex disembowelment and tortured my genitals, and I don't have a future. So I'm saying I don't want to go to mental health. What's the point? Mental health is what progress to have mental stability. For what? What am I inspiring? There's no future. You give my future to Kiki all the time. I don't want to live anymore. You give my future to Lauren. You give my future to Gabby. You give my future to Adele. You give my future to Joker. You give my future to basically Poppy and all of these guys like Steve and John. You've given my future away. And I'm saying everybody in the world got a VIP pass to be beautiful and I'm kept as ugly. And I'm saying I don't want to live. I am telling you this is torture. You cannot keep somebody ostracized like this. And you cannot keep me as lower class and less quality. I don't want to live as a dog. I want my right to die. I was not a cleaner. I've got my education and diploma in graphic design for about 12 years, and it's like, why do you need to have these toxic situations where these women have to be better? You're not actually giving me you're not giving me places to thrive. What you're doing is creating disasters and environmental hazards to keep a war going that I don't want. I wanted peace in my life. I wanted to be happy and have a child and have a family. And what you've done is invaded somebody with PTSD that found and overcame her disability to be a success in her family and lead her family into wealth. And you've taken that from me, from brutish men that are totally able, that have got all these criminal gangster backgrounds, and you're taking away my right to shine and my education because you wanted Kiki to shine. So I'm asking for my right to die because I don't want to live under this wisdom of Ruth Cork when I actually earned that wisdom. And then also India keeps taking away everything that I basically got myself educated for, and my landlord has not respected my anus. It's not for sale. It's really abusive. You've taken away my honour and my purity, and I don't want to live. I'm asking for help. Because what I'm asking for is somebody to help me die. I don't want to live. I don't want to progress. Do you understand? What you've done is somebody that had so much positivity and had a great future, and what you've done is tormented me for about 7 years with sexual violence, brutalizing my face to the public eye, dangling me as a spectacle, and I'm a very shy person and it's tormenting me. I don't want to live under this anymore. You have taken something that I wouldn't give. I would not give my soul and my heart and my angelic realm background. I would not give it. You can hide it all you want, but I've had real miracles happen to me, and my grandmother is with me all the time, and she is very angry at some Māori boys that have taken something very valuable of mine that won't be taken back. She is very angry. This is coming from spirit, and I want my life over, because it says in the law, if you have been treated terribly and you're living in a life that you don't want and you're tortured and it's going to cause you psychological, mental pain, you have a right to apply for assisted suicide, because I'm not going to thrive in society now. I want my right to die. I should not have been stolen off my mother. They basically told her she was going to go into poverty if they didn't give her up, taxing her endlessly and forced her to let me go. So I want my right to die. I've had enough. Like, my mum's not happy. I look at her ever since this whole situation that you're taking off our family to make these women that are already rich to be extremely happy in an abundance that we built as a family. My mum's not happy. I can see it in her face. Now, she should be a happy person. I can't deal with this anymore. You put me in these Ganges rivers. You make me pay endless tax that I don't deserve. I don't want to swap my life with her. You've taken away my honour, and it's not going to come back. I want my right to die. It's an honour that I built for myself, and you've not giving me any advocacy or representation. You've just got all this writing on the wall, like punishing me. You punished me in my home, like you've illegally come into my home and ruined my face and everything again, and I can't, it's torture. I've already had my face ruined. I want to know why I'm such a massive commodity to make ugly.